All right, let's turn our attention now to the latest in the COVID-19 pandemic and the increasingly dire situation that we have seen in India. Yahoo Finance's Anjalee Khemlani joins us now with the latest on this story, and Anjalee, continuing developments on the vaccine front.
That's right, Miles. Unfortunately, the situation continuing to get more dire. We know that the country has seen the fifth straight day of record-shattering cases, more than 350,000 in a single day, as well as more than 2,800 deaths. And that is coming amid lots of concern about what that will end up looking like in a couple of weeks. We know that with the increased cases always comes increased hospitalizations and then the surge of deaths. So that is something to keep an eye on right now. The U.S. has gotten a lot of criticism in the past few days about not reaching out to help and not offering any help. And that was rectified this weekend with National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan saying that the U.S. will supply raw materials to produce vaccines, rapid tests, protective equipment, and oxygen, among others, things that India really needs right now. But we are also sitting on some AstraZeneca doses that health officials have said we are unlikely to use. And that is something that many are waiting to see what will happen there as well, whether those will also be sent. We know that Russia and China have also pledged to help, as well as the UK sending ventilators, as well as two top US CEOs, that is Alphabet's Sundar Pichai and Microsoft's Satya Nadella, who have committed to supporting India with funds and resources. Google specifically looking at contributing $18 million to help families in India, as well as through UNICEF to help supply some of those oxygen tanks, as well as any other supplies that India may need right now. So a lot of help being sent there. We know that that is the site of where many AstraZeneca doses had been produced for the world, and that's now sliding into more domestic use as the situation continues to worsen. Meanwhile, as experts here are watching that situation very closely, we do have a little bit of good news on the U.S. side, and that is that while vaccinations continue to happen, there has been, the unpausing of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, and that's a critical one because it's a single dose shot. And we have seen some reports of missed second doses already here. Even as we continue to see vaccinations increase, there has been a decrease in demand overall. And so there are concerns about that. On Friday, Johnson & Johnson did get a second wind with their with the CDC vaccine advisory panel advising 10-4 in a vote 10-4 with one abstention that they should unpause the vaccine, which had remained paused for about 2 weeks. And the FDA subsequently added a warning to an amended emergency use authorization, noting that blood clots involving low blood platelets, there's a quote unquote remote chance of that happening. And so what to look out for there. Some of those panel advisors did say that they had hoped there would be more emphasis on this potential and more information given to individuals that could be impacted. And that's women, of course, under the age of 50. But as of right now, that's what's happening. So for those who do get vaccinated, some even more good news is that the European Union is going to allow vaccinated Americans into traveling by the summer. And that's when the experts kind of expect that we will see more sort of a decline in cases, hopefully with more vaccinations happening. So all of that put together, really mixed bag on the global situation. While the situation in India is something to worry about, as we've seen, mutations arise, we do have some good news here in the U.S. for now. Back to you guys.
All right, Yahoo Finance's Anjalee Khemlani with a very busy weekend in the COVID-19 front. Anjalee, we'll talk to you during tomorrow's program.